This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 15 and verse 20. And I will make thee unto this people a fenced brazen wall, and they shall fight against thee, but they shall not prevail against thee. For I am with thee to save thee and to deliver thee, saith the Lord, Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. Shalom, all glorification, honor, and praise is due only unto Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakah Kodash. My honors as always to the venerable apostles, the great millstone, along with the bishops and elders who rule well. Salutations, peace and blessings to the Ba'at Shadawadah, which is the house of David the elect. I'm Shamar Amath, here with a quick hitter, going into Jeremiah chapter 15 and verse 20. Something I was meditating on earlier. Today is Saturday, April the 13th, 2024, the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. And I'll read it again, Jeremiah chapter 15 and verse 20. And I will make thee unto this people a fenced brazen wall. And obviously the prophet Jeremiah represents the 144,000. And that's what Yahweh Shai, Salakia, that's what Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai has made his elect men. All right, the 144,000 from the 12 tribes. He's made us, all right, us is the hopeful elect, all right, beginning with the apostles, a great millstone on down, a fenced brazen wall, okay? Think about when you at camp, all right? Now, I know there's a lot of us who teach alone. I teach alone. There's nothing wrong with that, but, you got, big camps all throughout Babylon and all throughout the four corners, but especially here in America, brothers holding post on that line, and physically, those brothers are making up a wall, all right? But this is speaking in a spiritual sense, where it says Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai is going to make, Jeremiah again, which represents the 144,000, unto this people who are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, all right? The Lord's people, the Israelites, a fenced brazen wall, all right? Impenetrable, man. All right, that's what, the word brazen is going into. Matter of fact, the word for brazen.
Strong's H 5178. Nechosheth. Nahashath,
all right, in the Paleo Hebrew. All right, Hebrew word 5178, all right, for brazen. It's pretty self-explanatory, but all right, meaning copper, hence something made of that metal. And once again, hey, anything made out of metal, a metal wall, you ever try to bust through a metal wall, or a wall made of brass, or a wall made of steel? You can't do it, man. That's impenetrable. All right, and again, that's the men of the Lord out on the highways and hedges. They make up a fenced brazen wall. All right, and the Lord said he was going to make our faces hard against the 2/3, man. All right, because see, 2/3 you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, who are the Lord's chosen people in the earth, along with the speckled birds or foreigners. All right, you are against, all right, the Lord, but you have no chance, all right, penetrating this wall, man. All right, this is a thing of the spirit, man. Okay, this is a thing of the spirit. But he said he was going to make our faces hard against yours. All right, so that Jake come up, give you some type of look, well, the Lord, gives that look right back to Jake. All right, talking about you scoffers and mockers, man. You want to come up scoffing and mocking? Well, that ain't going to deter, all right, us as the hopeful elect from being out there. Okay. Matter of fact, let me pull that up real quick. Give me just a second. All right, this is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 3 and verse 8. Actually, verses 8 and 9. All right, and it reads, Ezekiel chapter 3 verse 8, behold, I have made thy face strong against their faces, and thy forehead strong against their foreheads. Again, Jake want to come up talking shit. All right, well, the Lord is going to make your face hard against his. All right, it says, as an adamant harder than flint have I made thy forehead. Fear them not, neither be dismayed at their looks, though they be a rebellious house. And again, that's going into 2/3 of Israel, man. Right now, 2/3 of Israel, you know, they a bunch of rebels, man. You know, y'all out there rebelling against Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua, rebelling against the word, rebelling against the law, statutes, commandments, rebelling against the prophets, scoffing, mocking, misusing, and abusing the prophets. That's okay, man. The Lord said he's going to take care of his men and make them a fenced, brazen wall, which that cannot be penetrated, man. All right? Spiritually speaking, that wall is a defense that will not be taken down, man, will not be taken out, will not be breached. All right? Brazen wall. All right, you get the point though, right? Again, something made out of copper, bronze, metal, okay, steel, brass, obviously. That's where brazen comes from ultimately, all right? But the Lord said he was also going to raise up a great and exceeding army, man. And once again, that's that wall, all right? And that wall is not going to be breached, all right? The 144,000 will prevail, all right? The 144,000, all right, represents the first fruits of salvation, and the men of the Lord will prevail, all right? What is that? Let's see. I'm going to have to look it up. Great exceeding army. What's Revelation 11 maybe? Well, Ezekiel 37, but well, I can read this in Ezekiel. This is good too, right? Ezekiel 37. Okay, talking about those dead bones coming back to life, because we were all spiritually dead at one point in time, man. Before we came into this marvelous light, we were dead men walking, literally. All right, spiritual, Salakia, spiritual stillborns, if you will. Ezekiel chapter 37, verse 10. So I prophesied as he commanded me. All right, and that's why we go out and teach on the highways and hedges, and that's why brothers do videos day in and day out, night in and night out, right? Because we've been commanded from on high to do these videos, to do these lessons. All right, it's a commandment from Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua. So I prophesied. That's why we out there teaching, man. Okay, there's the answer. All right. Also, Yahushua said to go out into the highways and hedges and compel them to come in. All right. So I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came into them. All right, that represents the truth, man. All right, the breath of life. The Lord breathed the breath of life into us, spiritually speaking, once again, all right, and made us, all right, alive, okay? It says, and they lived and stood upon their feet, an exceeding great army, all right? In other words, a fenced brazen wall. And this is repeated again in Revelation. Let me just, and this is pretty much impromptu. It's just something I was meditating on once again earlier. I guess Revelation 11. Or it's like a Revelation 11. Yep. All right, this precepts what we just read in Ezekiel 37, right? All right, this is the book of Revelation, chapter 11, and verse 11. And after 3 days and a half, all right, the spirit of life from Yahweh entered into them. Once again, talking about the elect, man. And they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. Right? Because, you people ought to be afraid, man. When you see the prophets, actually, you need to be very afraid when you don't see us out there teaching no more. Okay? That's when you really need to start fearing, because, at that point, Jake's going to be scrambling around, looking for answers. All right, going into Amos, the 8th chapter, verses 11 through 13, right? Because there's going to be a famine here in his word. All right, preached in the very near future. That's when you really need to be afraid. But yeah, it's fearful to see the prophets out there teaching, man. All right, this truth is burdensome to say the least to Esau, the so-called white man, and 2/3 of our own people don't want to hear it, man. Okay, that's why they come up and make their faces hard against ours. All right, but great fear, it says, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. Right. And I'll go ahead and read verse 12 because this is talking about the elect men. All right, first and foremost, being beamed up into the ships, man, the chariots, the so-called UFOs and UAP. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, right, the chariots, and their enemies beheld them, right, because the deliverance is going to, be a wondrous and strange thing, all right, to our enemies, man. All right, again, first and foremost, start with Esau, the 2/3 and the heathen. All right, it's gonna be a fearful thing, man. The Bible talks about the strangeness of our salvation. It's very strange to the heathen. All right, but yeah, this fenced brazen wall the Lord set up, all right, represents the elect men, the 144,000 prophets of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. All right. So, Lord willing, you was edified by this quick hitter. But I don't want to say shalom. Let's on to the next video.